The Galactic Culinary Institute buzzed with the sounds of 36 alien species. At the front, Professor Vextari gestured toward a holographic display. "And this," she announced, "is what humans call cuisine." Images of hamburgers and pizza flashed on screen, met with a wave of derisive whistles and clicks. I sat in the back row, the only human in the class. I'd gotten used to being the odd one out, but the constant mockery of Earth's food was wearing thin. "Primitive," declared a gelatinous student. "They simply apply thermal energy to organic matter. We call it cooking," I muttered. Professor Vexthari's antennae quivered. Cooking. A method so ancient most civilized species abandoned it 3,000 years ago. Some of their dishes are considered toxic by 70% of known species. That was it. "That's because you guys have weak stomachs," I said, my voice cutting through the classroom chatter. 72 pairs of alien eyes turned to me. "Excuse me, Mr. Morrison?" I stood up, 6 months of frustration finally boiling over. "I said you have weak stomachs. You eat nutritionally optimized paste. You've forgotten what real food tastes like." "Real food doesn't require a medical station on standby," a Dravanian student hissed. "Real food," I shot back, "shouldn't taste like recycled cardboard." Professor Vexthari's compound eyes glittered. "Are you challenging the validity of modern galactic nutrition science?" "I'm saying maybe there's a reason humans still eat this way. Because it's actually good." The room erupted in laughter. "A demonstration then," the professor declared. "Bring a sample of this supposedly superior human cuisine tomorrow. If it's as remarkable as you claim, I'll apologize. If not, you'll admit that human food culture is primitive." "Deal," I said, my heart hammering. The next day, I walked in carrying a large thermal container. The spicy aroma that escaped when I opened it caused several students to recoil. "Dear celestial bodies," gasped one. "What is that smell?" "This," I announced, "is Texas chili. My grandmother's recipe." Professor Vexthari cautiously scanned it. "The chemical analysis is detecting capsaicin at." "That can't be right. Mr. Morrison, this substance registers as a Class 4 toxin." "To you, maybe," I said with a grin. "To humans, it's lunch." I ladled a generous portion into a bowl, the rich smell of cumin and garlic filling the air. I took a big bite, the familiar, wonderful burn spread across my tongue. "Dear God, that's good," I mumbled. Suddenly, the classroom's medical AI announced, "Warning. Human subject has ingested toxic substance. Recommend immediate medical intervention." "I'm fine," I said, taking another bite. "This is normal." "Normal? Normal?" The professor's voice was pitched high. "Your body is displaying all the signs of poisoning." "No," I explained, sweat beading on my forehead. "These are the signs of enjoying spicy food. Humans developed a taste for capsaicin, the compound that makes peppers hot, even though it literally triggers our pain receptors. We eat it for fun." The class stared in horrified fascination. "You voluntarily consume substances that cause pain?" one asked. "Well, yeah, it releases endorphins. Makes you feel good. And when you get past the heat, the flavor is incredible." A brave Zephyrsian student floated closer and asked for a sample. I gave them a tiny drop. 3 seconds later, they were flashing every color imaginable, shrieking that their intake orifice was combusting. "Milk works better," I said calmly, sliding over a glass. Over the next hour, 17 students tried the chili. Reactions ranged from existential crisis to one Dravanian declaring it the most intensely alive I've ever felt before passing out. Finally, Professor Vexthari tried a microscopic amount. After her breathing apparatus stabilized, she looked at me with newfound respect. "Mr. Morrison," she said, "I'm beginning to understand. This isn't about nutrition. It's about experience." "Exactly," I said. "Food isn't just fuel. It's culture, it's memory. This chili reminds me of my grandmother's house." "You can't synthesize that." The gelatinous student's colors swirled in confusion. "Your species evolved to eat poison for pleasure. That is simultaneously the most illogical and most impressive thing I've learned this semester. We're human," I said, finishing my bowl. "We looked at peppers that evolved to be too painful to eat, and we said challenge accepted. We took something that should hurt us and turned it into art." Professor Vexthari's antennae drooped in a bow. "Mr. Morrison, I owe you an apology. Human cuisine is not primitive, it's audacious. Perhaps even courageous." "It's delicious," I corrected with a smile. "But I'll take courageous. Tomorrow I decided I'd bring the ghost pepper sauce." After all, if you're going to teach aliens about humanity, you might as well go all in. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss an upload. See you in the next one.